I'm very proud of myself now in 2022 that for the first time ever, like I haven't put weight back on. I've changed my lifestyle and my approach to eating, and I'd suffered from emotional eating, so I'm like, oh God, I'll never be like cured of it, but I can manage it better. And so now I just try to maintain all the good healthy habits, but I'm definitely not perfect. Like when I was just hosting the BAFTAs and I was like so stressed.
Welcome to the 75th and final EE British Academy Film Awards. Oh wait, sorry, this is not the final one? Oh, we'll see about that.
Like I ate like a pizza afterwards and I was like, yeah. But I'm proud of myself that for the first time ever, I had been on diets and things like that before and always gained weight back. But now I've, consistently kept it off. Yeah, so like 2020, I like labeled the year of health, and I was like really excited to make like a positive change, and it was something that I felt like I hadn't achieved before, and I was always down on myself for like, oh, even though I think you can be like confident at any size, but I knew in my heart that I wasn't behaving in a healthy way at times, not all the time, but just having like a big bowl of ice cream for dinner, like I knew that in my heart that's not a great idea for me. And so in 2020 I like got healthy, and slowly throughout the whole year lost weight. And the big difference, it wasn't in the eating or the exercise, I was always very active. It was just about dealing with the emotional issues that caused me to have like emotional eating issues. And that was like, that's a process, and you cry a lot and you analyze things in your life, and that's something that I'd never ever done before. Weirdly, it's made me a much better actress. I can go much deeper in my acting, and I used to kind of hide behind my weight a little bit and not be so emotional, and so now I'm like, I'm more raw as an actress, weirdly, by losing that weight barrier. And it wasn't about a particular number, although you had to measure it in some way, but it was more about just becoming the healthiest version of myself. I guess the weight I did lose was about 37 kilos, which you times that by 2.2 for pounds. And originally I knew I was like just over 100 kilos, and I knew I wanted to get just under 75. And that was just as a goal to lose unwanted body fat. But past that, it wasn't to get to a certain weight or whatever. I guess I needed something tangible to measure things by. But now I'd be lucky to weigh myself like once a month, because I don't really care about that. It's just more, I care about that I'm having a healthy kind of balanced lifestyle. I did find it interesting that got so much attention from losing weight when the year before in 2019 I had 4 movies come out, 2 of which I'd produced, Isn't It Romantic and The Hustle, and then was in an Academy Award nominated film, Jojo Rabbit.
The Aryans are 1,000 times more civilized and advanced than any other race. Now get your things together, kids. It's time to burn some books.
But the following year, when I did nothing but lose weight, it got way more attention. In a way, I get it, and so many of my friends are like, oh, I just want to lose a couple pounds, and how did you, and they want to know stuff. So I don't know why society is so fascinated with it, but they are. It's interesting, because I still feel like I'm the same in a way, but a lot of people have noticed that I am more confident, even though I was so confident in myself before. But obviously, I guess there's the dichotomy that I'm so confident, I go out in Pitch Perfect and play a character called Fat Amy, which I love, which is probably my most favorite character I've ever played. So on the one hand, of course I was confident, I was crushing it, I was making millions of dollars, I was out in the world, I was doing whatever I wanted. Being bigger never stopped me from doing anything. But then I'd have moments where in my personal life I was maybe not valuing myself as much because of my weight, or not having good self-worth, and not having kind thoughts towards myself because of it. With me, I think it comes down to feeling like, even though I was so accomplished and successful, I felt inside like I didn't have good self-worth, and therefore I thought of myself as trash, so I was treating myself as trash. So like, oh yeah, I'll just eat all that rubbish and that stuff, those toxic chemicals in that junk food, and not treat myself with love and kindness and respect. Like, and I think about it, like, let's just say I was babysitting a little girl. Would I give her that rubbish for dinner? No, because I would be like, no, you need like a nutritional balanced meal with some protein and some vegetables, and here, this is made with love and kindness. But like, to my own self, I was treating myself like rubbish, and I still don't quite know the answers of why some is learnt behaviour from how I grew up, that women were kind of, I don't know, like martyrs in a way, where they like just they weren't as valued, they did everything for everybody and then weren't as valued. And then, I don't know, it's really hard to like know why you just don't feel worthy when people could look at my life on paper and go, but you've done that, you've done all these amazing things, but I still don't feel feel worthy. And then that's the only reason why I can explain it, that you just treat yourself badly, and that's what I'm like trying to overcome.